They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense takes the field to start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top.
Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The give out of the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the ground with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
7, UCF 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCF's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dickey. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Gage. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. Into the 2nd level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Take over. 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Ashley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Knights want to move quickly. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! touchdown, UCF! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. They make the stop, and a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Lewis to throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Plows through the defense. He's going for the goal line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Dickey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Knights headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Gage. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Hauser. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
It is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. At the 45 on his way. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Dropping back, it's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gets it out quickly. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He's going to run it.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Lewis wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Lewis to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Colorado! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about. In this one, the big...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis wants to pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Thanks for grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. He makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Gage. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On the run, it's Gibson. There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Reads it, fires complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for a loss.
Has the first down marker and still running. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds his man. It's Sticky. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Gage. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lewis to throw. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
4th quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down on yourself. Nice job by this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jenkins. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Gage. Trying to set up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the two-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dickey. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's